Hello and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. We are in Neketaka, below the Water Shapers, and we found this dragon. The leader of the Water Shapers is dead, but she told us to strengthen the wards, as it looks like we only have one ward left here. And it looked like the Nga were trying to free this dragon. Well, we'll see.
This would be a great fishing story.
Indeed.
Holy gone, but it's beautiful. And I'll bet smart as a whip and just as mean.
She sucks in a sharp breath. Adair seems pleased.
Have you come to deliver me from this prison of my own making?
The dragon flares his nostrils and glares at you. Let me get my bearings first. Who are you?
I am Scyorielaphas, Guardian of the Isles.
He slaps his tail against the floor.
You ever consider a nickname?
Scyorielaphas narrows his eyes at Adair.
Just give it some thought, is all I'm saying.
What is this? One of Andra's whelps?
His snout wrinkles at Takeho.
Hello.
Takeho swallows. Hot steam jets from the dragon's nostrils. Arctos, say hello to Scyorielaphas.
At least your pet does not tarnish the dignity of this prison. You can only be here for one reason. You serve the Huana.
His eyes narrowed into slits.
This prison is built on a foundation of their lies.
What are you talking about?
You stand in the sanctum of the Water Shapers. Those who make parlor tricks of Ngati's art. An art in decline. The Huana Covenant has failed. With each grain of sand surrendered to outsiders, Ngati draws her favor away from her chosen people.
That's just superstition.
The Guild hides how their acolytes struggle. Their ancestral forms no longer respond as they once did. Soon, there will be no Water Shapers to remember them. When their mighty talent went into decline, I gave the Huana the strength to raise the very sea against our enemies. For my generosity, they bound me to this chamber by my soul.
This cannot be true, I say.
The half-breed's naivete is charming. I see why you suffer his company.
Suffer.
And now the Deadfire dies in my absence. The luminous Adra shrieks in agony, calling out for a guardian.
You're the reason Water Shapers are so powerful.
The Huana of ages past could have shaped the very Deadfire to their liking. Now their backs have turned against Ngati's covenant. Their art is an echo of its former glory.
Raising a shaking hand to his mouth, Takeho blinks up at the dragon.
By Ngati, he speaks true.
Your disgrace. So pure and concentrated.
So the other Water Shapers knew nothing about this.
Clever Pariki twisted the forms of her art. Rather than give obeisance to Ngati, they draw from the wards of this prison.
The dragon shows his teeth, his steaming breath rising from between each fang.
None but the masters of the guild ever knew this.
Mother, Ngati never told me this, I say.
Takeho raises a shaking hand to his brow.
The goddess and her insufferable tests. She never raised a fin to deliver me from this prison.
Scyorielaphas growls long enough to send a tremor through the chamber. Your soul is stuck here. Let me take a look.
You are a watcher. Of all the kith who could have entered this chamber, how intriguing.
Submerging into the dragon's soul feels at first disorienting, like perusing the stacks of a vast library. The energy and vibrancy that should color his soul is grey and worn. From the shadows, a dark formless thing reaches out to you in desperation. The wards around the stone floor drag the essence down and disperse its energy elsewhere, to the Water Shaper students of Neketaka. As it touches you, the weight of the prison is like an anchor. You withdraw from the sensation, feeling shaky and depleted. I've looked into your soul, it's true.
Believe what you will. My duty to the archipelago is all that matters. Freedom comes like the tide, and the Deadfire heeds my call. I sense a rod among your belongings.
Scyorielaphas narrows his eyes and watches you carefully.
My gift to Periki. My covenant with the Huana. Another broken promise.
Periki was an explorer and founder of the Water Shapers Guild. Okay.
It made the enchantments of this prison and can destroy them. It can set me free.
The dragon lashes its tail in eager, repetitive circles.
We have a responsibility, I say.
Trailing off, Takehu pulls absently on one of his hairs.
But if he speaks truth, the Huana are better served if he remains.
Your opinion is irrelevant, half-breed.
I have questions about you first, dragon.
I will tolerate your curiosity.
What if we excise the imprisoned portion of your soul from the rest? Metaphysics?
No, my soul is not for the taking. Not by you, or any of the outsider spirit thieves.
Diplomacy, bluff, insight. No one's taking your soul. We're just letting most of you free. Isn't that what you want?
How then? You have a plan for this mad scheme of yours?
I'd take a closer look at the wardstones for a start. He lets out a distasteful hiss.
Very well. I give you one chance. Time has weakened the wards enough that I can leave this cell without you. There will be a debt of pain that I have no wish to incur. Betray me, and I will summon as many waves of Naga as it takes to shatter this prison.
The dragon unclenches his jaw and watches you in silence. Alright, I have to take a look at those wards. I better save the game. I could have asked him a bit more, but I didn't want this option to disappear. A raised wardstone stands out from the watery floor of the dragon's prison. The runes engraved along its surface glow with a pale light. Inspect the wardstone. Enchantments coursing through the stonework keep the dragon tethered to the spot and siphon energy from his soul. The spells of imprisonment look more recent. Metaphysics 5. Oh, it's good that we have Idwin with us. She is the metaphysics expert. The siphoning enchantment merely sips at the dragon's essence and disperses it elsewhere. You think it could be used to store the essence, enough to last decades or longer if used responsibly. You can tell nothing else about the enchantments. The word flashes, causing the wrath of the deep hunter to tremble in your pack, as if the two share some arcane affinity for each other. Okay, I think I'll do that. Try to siphon enough of the dragon's essence to empower the guild, then break the imprisoned wards. The enchantment slips through your fingers in spite of its advanced age and depleted state. Clearly someone built this prison to resist any potential meddling. You survey the runes and consider your other options. Oh, I'm not good enough for this. Oh, god damn it. I can't do it. That's unfortunate. I thought my metaphysics would be enough for this. Can I take a look at the other ones? I don't think it will make a difference. A raised wardstone stands out from the watery floor. Can she do it? Probably not. Leave it be. How much do I have in metaphysics? Well, I have 2. She has 7. 7 is apparently not enough. I could come back with better metaphysics, but if it has no, well, if it doesn't make a difference, then... I know, I know. You know what? I think we might try this, because we have 7 in metaphysics. We can't go up to 9, apparently. Because we need more. Can I not see how much we have currently? Because I have... Okay, probably someone... Because some person... Okay.
What can I do you for?
Let me go back and try to get metaphysics up. He won't bother, I guess. He won't have a problem. Yeah, he doesn't have a problem with that. I am not quite sure what we can do. Okay, you don't mind if I just go out of here now? I would like to switch to someone else who has more metaphysics, and if that doesn't work... Well, no, I don't think... I'll just respec Idwin to have more metaphysics, maybe, because she has currently metaphysics and insight both. Maybe I'll put everything into metaphysics and then it will work. We'll see. I just don't want to pass on this opportunity to do this in a way that everyone might be happy. The dragon and the water shapers. At least I hope so. I hope it'll be possible. The wild mare. Please nothing in the way there. Okay, we're good. Okay, let's see.
Now, what could you see anything you like?
I will need to respec Idwin. Oh god, I just have very... Okay, I have enough money, but it will be difficult. Okay. In case it doesn't work, let me save the game, because then I can reload. You know, I just want to make sure...
Now, you see anything you like?
That I'm not doing this without any gain. Okay, I need her to be better in metaphysics. I would give her a little bit into insight, but you know what? I'll just give her metaphysics full just to make sure. And here, I think it was Arcana that I wanted to give her. Yes, Arcana and metaphysics. We'll keep this one. Next, Arcana, metaphysics. If it doesn't work, well, I can come back and undo this. Cypher Rogue. She's not going to be invisible. Okay, let's do this. Arcana, metaphysics. Phantom foes, mind blades, recall agony. Maybe the shield will be good for her, yeah. And rogue as well. Smoke veil. Right, I wanted to go for the smoke veil. That'd be good for her. And then go for the saber. I'm not sure. I think she's wearing a saber, so arcane, metaphysics. Mental binding, yep, that's important. Arcana, metaphysics. Now, draining whip. I think we go for the draining whip. So she has more focus. Arcana, metaphysics. I have to go for this one, yes. And one in rogue. Maybe the one here for stealth or invisibility. 2 weapon start, nope. Dirty fighting. Variety of underhanded tactics, turning some of the hits into critical hits. Yes, I think I'll go for that. Or maybe one-handed style is better because she's using one-handed only. Yeah. Arcana, metaphysics. Anything here? Pain link. Combat focus, yeah. Combat focus should be fine. Or psychic backlash? Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, now... Stiletto. Arcana, metaphysics. Can I do something for the rogue as well? Something like finishing blow? Yeah, I think I had the finishing blow as well. Arcana, metaphysics. Soul ignition, bear's fortitude, snake's reflexes. What would be the upgrade here? Yeah, I think I'll do that. Hammering thoughts? Yeah, return. I think I have to go for hammering thoughts as well. Fools will repost the rogue looks for opening to counterattack, yeah. Arcana, metaphysics, almost there. Wild leash, pain block, body attunement, no. Greater focus, tumbling, I'll go for the greater focus, I think. Actually, I'll go for hammering thoughts, that might be better, okay. And the last one, Arcana, Metaphysics 12, 13. I hope 13 will be good enough. Now we can go for greater focus. And in... Oh, I thought we would get another point in rope, but we didn't. Okay, well. Sword. Okay. Does she have now the same focus amount that I have? No. Yeah, this... No, I have a better high. Okay. Let's see if we can make it this time. Okay. Well... I hope that it was worth it to do this. We'll see. I mean, it fits to Idwin. She was with the Valians at this experiment, so I hope it all makes sense. Water Shapers Guild, my metalwork Water Shapers Guild. Okay. Nothing should have happened. Should have happened in the meantime. Okay. Let's hope it'll work. Try siphon enough. No, because it's me, I guess. Let me see if I just go for her and she can do it. Why do I have to do this? Can it not be her? Okay, it seems like I have to do it myself. Okay. I have to respec myself to get enough metaphysics, and then I'll try it. However, this took enough time, so I will skip this. See you back here in just a second. Okay, back we are. If you're now asking how I was able to afford that, because before I wasn't, it's because we had a lot of stuff that I was able to sell. Now, my personal character has 15 in metaphysics. I hope that'll be enough to work on this. Yes, 9 would have been enough, I see. Party assist? What? I got +4 for party assist, but it wasn't working before? That's unfortunate. Probably I just get the party assist for Idwin. And Tikeo +1, I see. Okay, interesting. But... okay, I get it, because it's my own character and I only get +4 and I cannot choose Idwin, who has 7 right now. And before that I gave her every points. She would have been more than 9, but the party assist wasn't enough. Okay. Scyorielaphas winces but makes no other protest. He shifts his weight from one leg to the other as the ruins of the confinement begin to crumble. The wardstone itself flashes brighter than ever, resplendent with the dragon's powerful essence.
I feel irregular, lighter, but there is an absence as well.
He eyes the ceiling thoughtfully.
The burden of this prison is lifted. I will return to the beloved Atra.
Scyorielaphas flexes his claws and lets out an exultant bellow. Will you consider showing mercy against those who wronged you?
Mercy? Only for those who showed mercy to me. The rest...
He splits his jaws into a lethal grin.
Should your hopes darken on the high seas, you will feel a welcome chill as my shadow passes over your deck. Depend on it.
Roaring with triumph, Scyorielaphas aims his body at the rocky ceiling and takes off. Scyorielaphas beats his wings, lifting his massive form above the ground of his watery prison. He stretches open his jaws and roars, the ensuing blast blowing out the top of his prison, exposing it to the sky above. For the first time in untold years, natural light floods the interior of the chamber. He snaps his wings a second time, flying through the exit with wild abandon, tilting at reckless, unpracticed angles as he builds incredible speed. When he emerges, shrieks of horror and dismay grow in volume. Moments later, as he passes out of view, you hear an explosion of splintered wood, upheaved water, and incredible devastation on the southwestern corner of the island. So he just jumped into the water and left. Decide what to do with him? Speak with Queen Onekaza. Yes, we will do that. Let me first go back and talk to the other water shapers.
Captain, a word.
Tikio inclines his head and touches his forehead spot. What's on your mind?
When I joined the guild, I was a fish in a dream.
Tikio looks at the ground between his feet.
Water Shapers were the keepers of our oldest covenant, protectors of history. Heroes, I say. Now I see the guild only for what it has become. Ikera, a perversion of the oldest Juana art.
He grimaces and looks away. The guild should have trusted in the strength of its water shapers.
Ikera, no matter how many warships sailed against us, the Juana should have relied on each other first. I do not want to tarry in this house of regret a moment longer. My thoughts will be clearer in time. You are kind to listen, I say.
Sure, let's be off. Let's talk to the other water shapers.
Hey
By the
there.
way, do I have both? I want both active because I use a pistol and a blunderbuss. Can we talk to Ikeno?
Onekaza will want your report, I say.
Okay, I don't want to.
Pariki should have known we could not keep a dragon forever.
How does he know? We didn't talk to him yet. Okay, let's talk to the Queen. And after this episode, I will go back and respec my character again to get back to my usual insight and diplomacy. Just one thing I find a little bit illogical.
You and the captain traveled together all that time, but never...
No, that's not how things played out. Just never saw it that way.
Ngati weeps for such wasted potential.
I'm not interested in Adair. He's the best friend. I was trying to get to Maya, to be honest. So what I wanted to say is I think it's a bit illogical that you cannot pass those... well, those skill tests if one of your character, in this case Idwin, was good enough for this. Should have been possible. Anyhow. Up to the Queen. Probably she's on the rooftop. No, she's here. Queen Onekaza II.
What madness has its clutches around Pariki's overlook? The mountain shakes, bellows of anguish echo over the wind.
Onekaza raises a trembling hand to her brow.
And a shadow rose from the streets to cover Queen's birth on its way to the sea. Now the traders look to me for answers I do not have.
Onekaza pounds her armrest with her fist.
Nothing but panic and contradiction make their way to my ears. Tell me what happened.
Let's just say that, she wouldn't like it if I'm so vague. Naga invaded the guild to rescue an ancient sea dragon.
You do not jest.
Queen blinks and slowly rises to sit straight in her throne.
About many things, Highness. Not this, I say.
Takehu folds his arms and closes his eyes. Something about the gesture causes Onikaza to hold her attention on him.
For what did the guild endanger my city with this creature? I will hear Myru's report.
Onikaza searches over your shoulder. Guildmaster Myru is dead.
No! To lose a teacher of Myru's skill while Rawatai points their cannons at us?
Onikaza raises her hands to her mouth.
Takehu, my sympathies. I know yours was a turbulent apprenticeship.
Nakara, the guild, they fought bravely, Highness.
Takehu nods, his lips pressed in a hard line.
Send every bird for my master water shapers. Tell them to cleave the ocean in half if they must. They will come to Nekataka now.
A pair of attendants bolt to attention and scramble down the stairs. Onikaza nurses her brow and sighs.
I once told Myru she was not allowed to retire while Rawatai's fleet darkened my ports. Nagati is not done testing me, I say.
Scyorielaphas agreed to lend the Water Shapers his strength to protect the archipelago.
Kahanga legends tell us that our ancestors made compacts with the creatures of the Deadfire.
Onikaza cuts herself off and snaps her fingers to an attendant.
Send for Ranga Hauhua of the Wapua tribe. If she could soften the hearts of my cats, I say dragons are not beyond her.
As her attendants make for the exit, Onikaza leans back in her throne and considers.
Nakara, but I cannot believe... Highness, would you trap another of Ngati's ancient pets?
I would go any distance to protect my people. Can Nagati's chosen say the same?
Onikaza turns back to you, leaving Takehu to pull on his hair and frown.
Speak on, Watcher. As surely as a tide swelling over the shore, I feel you are not finished.
Metaphysics. The forms of water shaping are fabrications made to tap into the dragon's prison.
Then Pariki's students had an advantage in their lessons, I say. And Myru's after her. All at the cost of this beast's freedom.
Onikaza raises her brow.
If water shaping is not as our ancestors taught it, we cannot reckon how much of the original form we have lost.
A sinking feeling accompanies her thoughts, as if Onikaza feels a vast well of uncertainty opening beneath her.
What became of the dragon, Watcher? If the power of this beast strengthened our guild...
Onikaza leans forward. I siphoned his souls using the prison wards. Your water shapers should be fine. She closes her eyes and nods, taking each breath slowly.
What Pariki did was no kindness, I say. But her actions helped students of the guild to learn our most sacred art.
I am not feeling very sacred today, Highness.
Takehu, what was the dragon but Nagati's gift to the Huana? You are out of practice interpreting your mother's omens.
She waits for an answer to this rebuke, but Takehu holds his silence.
This is more valuable to me than every cannon in Rawatai. Thank you, Watcher.
Onikaza inclines her head and touches her brow, holding the pose long enough for her attendants to draw in sharp breaths and look to you with awe. Hope there's no hard feelings about setting a dragon free.
Akira, it will be a nightmare to appease traders and admirals seeking recompense for shipwrecks. But what is a queen if not the one to toss in her sleep while her people rest at ease?
Onikaza allows herself to settle back with a tired smile.
My water-shaping masters will arrive soon, and I say the guild will be stronger for their guidance. But a queen's work is not finished until she has endured all of Nagati's trials. I could send birds to every Ranga and rally them to our cause, but Nekataka needs more than strength. We need pure Huana fury. We need the Wahaki. My brother calls the Wahaki the last true Huana. He's severe on the Kahanga, but I do not call him wrong.
Onikaza thumbs her chin and nods.
I'd be surprised if you haven't traded blood with them once or twice in the past.
I'm from the archipelago. At least, my character grew up here.
The tribe hates all foreigners. Passing ships are attacked on sight, and explorers never make it back to the beach.
Hopefully they recognize me as a friend.
They will at least let you talk while they knock their arrows, I say. I have hesitated to let the trading companies see my teeth, but those days are behind us. Filling the seas with Wahaki war canoes will strike terror in the heart of even Rawatai's Iron Fleet.
Onikaza smirks at the idea. I'll make contact with the Wahaki and hope for the best.
Sail for the Isle of Oriokoiki and return when you have an answer from the tribe, whether fair or foul. The island lies northwest of Nekataka.
Okay, northwest, so to the left, somewhere here on the map. We also have to go northeast for the main quest.
There is a phrase which will protect my royal herald. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. If you remember this, it could save your life.
Onikaza dismisses you with a nod. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. I remember that.
Write it down if you must, but recall it when the time comes. The Wahaki are not a trusting people.
Onikaza nods and dismisses you with a wave.
Hey there.
I'm not gonna write it down. I hope
Be
the
right
game
there.
will give it to me as an option in the dialogue. Anyhow, I don't think we're going there now, because we have other things to do as well. This is the painted mask. Oh, with Alof. Seems like we have to go there with Alof, because he has a side quest there. At the same place. This is somewhere we can go, but I think we'll check it out in the next episode, where exactly we will have to go for all of these quests. See at the rendezvous location, okay, skipping ahead. Using the machinery, assist Captain Ferrante, kill Veen, okay. We'll check it out the next time. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you there in the next episode of Pillars of Eternity 2 Deadfire. Until then, bye bye.